So in this video, we're going back, time warp, back to our suitcase from 18 months ago to see what's in it, what we replaced, what we still kept, and review the things we've been using for the last 18 months. And we get to see us in a younger, skinnier version.
Hi, we're really glad you're here. We are Chris and Steve, a retired senior couple who sold our house, our car, and everything in them in Denver, Colorado in 2021, and we've been traveling the world full-time ever since with just our 2 carry-on suitcases. You may know us as Eat, Walk, Learn. We have a weekly newsletter that we publish on Substack, so please be sure to subscribe over there or come to our Facebook group where we post what we're doing almost every single day. On our website, you'll find over 200 locations to inspire you, and you can also read about our entire Nomad life journey in our book series on Amazon.
So the video we did 18 months ago was about the essentials for saving money and what you need as a traveler to travel light. And this time we're going to take a look at what we said 18 months ago, just like Chris said, and give you an update on how things have changed.
Yeah. And I think as essentials, we could talk about a lot of things that can be in a suitcase and all about the suitcase, but there's a few things that nomads really struggle with. That's shoes, jackets, the overall theme of their clothing, and maybe a few little things that we're going to add in as we go along on this flashback to the past.
And we'll end up with the most important thing, but first of all, kind of like the theme of traveling light. Why do we travel light?
You know, there's a lot of reasons we travel light. First of all, we carry everything we own in the world. We don't have a storage unit. We don't have a box at mom's house. Everything we own is with us. So if we can make what we carry with us lighter and easier to carry, it just makes the day easier. Because even if, we don't check our bags, or we try our best not to check our bags because we want to save money on check bag fees. Now, there are a lot of airlines that now charge you to carry on, but often the carry-on price is still less than the under the belly price. So that's one of the reasons why we travel so lightly. But the other is we just want to leave a lighter footprint on the world, help out on the carbon footprint that we leave as we travel around the world. And the less we bring with us, the lighter that carbon footprint is.
Yeah. Let's take a look at what we said 18 months ago, and then we'll come back and see if there's anything has changed.
Oh, okay. Even if you've gotten down to a relatively small bag, but you still have to check it because it's too big for the airline numbers or whatever. And then you get to the airport, and now let's say your Airbnb or your hotel is maybe a 10-minute walk. But when you have a big bag, you can't lug that big bag. The cobblestones and the puddles and whatever make it very difficult. And then you've got a backpack, and then you're tired, and then you've got a glass of water, and then you've got your phone. All of that makes the mobility of moving stuff very challenging. So if you can make it smaller and make it lighter, then a 10-minute walk becomes a walk and not a $20 taxi ride or a private driver ride or something. You can actually manage your costs not only from the luggage point of view, but from the travel and transportation point of view too.
Yeah, we're looking at this all the time when we take flights, and airlines have gotten very good at charging extra money for luggage. And you look at some of the fees, they're pretty outrageous. And I think normally people are just look at that and they say, well, that's just a cost of the flight. This is this particular carrier, they charge $30, $40, $50 for a bag, sometimes for a carry-on, sometimes for a check bag, and they just pay it. Well, we always look for ways to avoid those kinds of fees because I just see those as excessive. It's like, hey, I've got this little bag. I want to be able to bring it on the plane with me, and I don't want to have to pay extra to do that.
And?
I think it's the same. I really think that we feel the same about how we travel light, how we have only our carry-on luggage and a backpack, easy to carry on to an airplane and to put in that overhead bin. Weight and size kind of complement each other. It allows us to travel more nimbly and more easily.
And I think that a lot of people think, I'm just always going to check my bag anyways, so it doesn't really matter what it weighs. It's not about the airplane. It's about getting off the airplane and getting to your hotel. if you have a lightweight bag and it's a 20-minute walk, you'll probably walk it. But if you have a heavy bag and you got to drag it through the city, you got to pay for an Uber or for a cab or some other transportation. And then you've got to lug it into the cab and lug it out of the cab. And then, I mean, if you take a cab, you get to the hotel and there's steps and you got to go up the steps, you got to go down the steps with your bag. Or if you are carry-on and you take transit, you've got stairs everywhere you go in transit and up and down, or onto the bus or off the bus. So the lighter that item is that you're carrying over time and over every destination, the lighter it is, the easier your life is. Even if you're super fit and you can put that thing up above your head, there's still all the steps and all the curbs and all the cobblestones between here and that bed that make the argument for carry-on.
Yeah, and stay tuned because we're going to talk about the perfect bag for this particular situation.
Right.
But I want to move on and talk more generally about clothing, about what we have in our bag.
Yeah.
Here's what we said 18 months ago.
How many shirts you pack, or whether you use, Under Armour or Patagonia, we're not going to get into those details. Pick the clothes that you want, have the tops and the bottoms that you want, have as many as you want that you can carry. We're not going to get into that.
So is that true? Because I don't think I really feel the same way about clothing that I did 18 months ago. I am much more selective, I think, now about what's in my bag. It's got to be lightweight. It's got to be water quick drying.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to be like a high tech, I guess, kind of material. Quality is what I'm looking for, and versatility, because that's the secret, I think, to happiness. It's not how much stuff you have or what you have. It's having some pieces that are really high quality and things that you really cherish and really enjoy.
So for example, if you're all following along, you know that last March, Steve and I separated, and he went on his trip and I went on my trip. And when we reconvened and we came together, I realized I left an entire half of my luggage, all of my clothing, at my previous location. Don't ask me how that happened. Anyway, the point is I left a bunch of my favorite thing, my favorite travel pants, my favorite shirt, my favorite underwear, my favorite socks got left behind. And I had to go and replace those. And it was really difficult to find exactly the thing that works. Because when you have the thing that works, you want to keep it. I mean, I had the perfect pair of travel pants from Patagonia. They were lightweight, they were cotton, but they dried quickly. Two things that usually don't come together. And I tried to replace them. We were in Amsterdam where people are tall and thin. That's not me. And I couldn't find the right size when I got to Amsterdam. So I actually had to wait till I got back to the US to replace those pair of pants. So just the things that the brands that we typically use are, we wear a lot of Patagonia. You've got some North Face stuff.
North Face, Columbia.
We've got a lot of stuff from Decathlon. Not that we don't think of ourselves as branded people, but these manufacturers produce the quality of clothing with the features that we want. That lightweight, quick drying, durable, reliable, fixable and flexible clothing. And that's the majority of our clothing is now made up of that. This is actually a Merrill shirt that I got at Costco, but it's cotton, but it's super lightweight and dries very quickly. I love it.
Yeah. And so let's take a little extension on that, because we can't always have every bit of clothing that we ever need. There are situations, for example, I got this shirt at the Goodwill and I love it. It's really lightweight. It's really nice. And I may not keep it for very long, but it's hot and it's summer, and I'm enjoying a nice lightweight button down shirt. So the strategy is...
Right. So for example, we're getting ready to go on the Queen Mary 2 on a cruise from New York to Europe. We don't have Queen Mary clothing right now. So the couple days before we get on the ship, we will stop on a Goodwill. We'll spend probably $30 or $40 on nice, dressy shoes and clothing for the Queen Mary, so we can go dancing at night and Steve will have a jacket so we can sit down to dinner. I'll have some dresses and some shoes to go with it. we'll spend 30, 40 bucks. We'll literally carry them in a bag onto to the Queen Mary, wear them, and then when we get to Southampton, we actually know a thrift store in Southampton. We'll drop them right off at the thrift store and then can carry them on, because I don't need dressy dresses and shoes for the normal parts of my everyday life.
Right. So now that's a good transition to talk about shoes, because I mean, we have like 17
shoes.
pairs of shoes, don't we? Well, before we
Wouldn't
talk
that be
about
nice?
before we talk about what we're doing now, let's go back and look at what we said 18 months ago, and then we'll tell you about what has changed in the shoe department.
Is the Hoka Hopara 2. So Steve's is green, mine's white, mine is very dirty. It's 6 months old. It needs to be replaced. It fits nicely to my foot. And if you can see, these are actually holes. This is a holey cover. It's breathable. It's like a mesh. And it's waterproof in that it can get the whole shoe can get wet, and your feet get wet and then quickly dry. So I love this shoe. It's got a great that's got that Hoka soft bottom that is firm and supportive of your foot, yet bouncy to accept the cushion that you need.
So these are my Hoka Speed Goats, and they're comfortable, and my feet feel good at the end of a long day. The key thing about these is you've got to have a pair of shoes that you can walk a long distance in and your feet are still comfortable.
So, I have to say, really nothing has changed much in the shoe department. So we still both have our Hoparas. So that's this shoe here. We may have different colors of them. This one's Steve's. We like it because it's a sandal. It has a nice grip on the bottom. It has the zip ties. This right here is like a web. And the inside has a fitted insole, so we don't have to wear our insoles with these shoes. We both have these shoes. Mine are, I think my current pair is white, and this is this your current pair, or did you?
That's my current. I've got a new pair.
Yeah, on the way. We each go through probably 2 pairs of these a year.
I'm surprised because this lasted almost a whole year, and for Hoka's, that's really great, and I'm really, really excited about that I'm getting about a year's wear out of it.
So we are huge fans of the Hopara. We'll put a link down below for the Hopara. Now we have changed our regular trail. It's funny that we both wear the same shoes. That wasn't in the beginning. We didn't wear the same shoes, but we do now. So we both have changed to the Ultra
Olympus
6. Now I use the waterproof. Steve doesn't like the waterproof run. It's actually a nice leather, but it's a Gore-Tex leather combo of some kind. I'm not quite sure what the material is. And I do wear my inserts on the inside. You can see those. I love this shoe. Nice tread. We used to wear a very similar shoe in Hoka, but they don't have the Vibram sole on the Hoka, and the Hokas just wore out. So our trail runners only lasted maybe 600 to 800 miles, and we were replacing them 3 times a year probably. So this is my second pair of these. I had a blue one before, now I have green. I think my first ones lasted about 1,500, maybe 1,800 miles. That is a long time for a shoe.
Yeah, same thing with me. Is what's actually funny is that the Hoka version of this shoe, if you will, did have a Vibram sole, but it just didn't last as long as these. These last again. I got about a whole year. I do have a new pair that's on order, and what I need is the wide toe box. That's really important for me. I found that Hoka's and a lot of our other brands is just a little bit too narrow in the toe, and that's where I get the issues when I'm doing a lot of miles per day on a shoe. And these are just more comfortable. Always looking for the shoe that is more comfortable, that I can walk further in and have less foot fatigue and last longer. And this Ultras, I'm sold on it. And we're not paid for this, by the way. There's no paid
if you
advertising.
use our links below, we get a little kickback from them. But whether we got the kickback, we would still recommend the shoe. We just have, we recommend the shoe. Should we ask them if we can get a kickback? So if you get 20 cents or something, it doesn't cost you anything. So please just use our links below. It helps us out and helps us underwrite these videos. So you want to talk about jackets?
Let's talk about jackets. I was going to go to the next topic. Let's talk about jackets, because we're going to show you real quickly what we said 18 months ago about our jackets.
Yeah. For wetness, we got these great, Steve and I have the same jacket. We got these great jackets in Japan. So I don't like the color, and it looks like we're from Canada because it has these maples on it. But these are breathable, waterproof. See the inside?
Yeah, it's that
it's
Gore-Tex
a special
material.
Gore-Tex material, but it's breathable. So it's a hoodie. Again, it's got the zippered pockets. It's got the zipper, and this is great for warm, rainy days, because when it's warm, with a warm rain, like it's 70 degrees and it's raining, and you need to have something on. This is great because it's breathable and you're not sweating in it like some of those rain jackets that you just sweat in. So the good news is I'm still using the same jacket. I love it. We got it in Japan. It cost $40 or something. Love it. So it's ugly. I wish it were prettier or cuter, but it is functional and I love it. But Steve decided to wash his. Yeah. And what happened?
Yeah, it kind of had in the label, it warned about washing it in the washing machine. Mine was really dirty. I'd had it for at least probably 3 years. I was like, I got to wash this thing. And the lining, the Gore-Tex lining, kind of.
It wasn't Gore-Tex, but with the waterproofing.
It was like that. I don't think it was called Gore-Tex, but it was a kind of that material. Anyways, it's separated, so it really was not providing the waterproofing that I needed. I got a new rain jacket. It's okay.
You're not a fan.
I'm not a great perfect fan of. I'm still I'm out searching again for the perfect waterproof, lightweight jacket. And if you know one, please put some comments below.
Well, okay. So I also washed mine. I didn't have the same problems that Steve had, but a lot of the manufacturers, the Columbia and the Patagonias and the North Face and so on, they have beautiful jackets, but they cost $200 or more, and they don't roll up small like the one that we had. And the one that we had cost $40. So we're looking for, and then we had one from Decathlon that cost like $29, but it wasn't breathable. So breathable, wearable, washable, waterproof for less than $100. That's your challenge.
Looking for it. And it may just be that we talked about quality, that we just need to get the high quality.
And REI has one, but I'm not sure it packs down enough. So we'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
Okay. Finally, we're going to talk about luggage.
We got one more.
Oh, what are we talking about?
We're going to talk about technology. We're going to switch gears completely and talk about our high-tech world and what kind of technology you have with you. Let's review, what did we say 18 months ago?
Yeah.
This is the LG Gram, and I got this at Costco. We're not paid, no paid advertisement. Yeah. But the reason that this is such a great computer is the reason that it's called a gram is that it weighs a kilogram. So this is under 2.2 pounds. A great high-speed laptop computer.
Okay,
yeah,
so
same
I'm just
side.
no.
Mine
is. See, mine is smaller. See that? So mine is an HP Pavilion. I got this on HP.com. Again, we're not promoting these products. We just happen to get them. Love mine. Again, mine's also 2K like Steve's is. Filming on Steve's phone right now. You have a Pixel
7 Pro.
7 Pro.
The camera is amazing.
Don't I look younger and skinnier, and I look like I'm 29 and weigh 120 pounds? The camera's magic.
A magic camera.
It's an AI camera. And then I have also a Pixel. Mine is the 7A. And because of the cameras, that's why we have these phones. We're able to take all the pictures you want. If you follow us, every single picture that we post anywhere is from one of our phones. The pictures are beautiful. We struggle with, should we get a camera or whatever, or should we get a video camera? And the bottom line is for 2 reasons, we don't have any extra equipment. We don't want to have to carry it, and we don't want to have to worry about it, because the more equipment you have, the more you have to worry about it. You know what's funny about technology is 18 months. It seems like a long time in the life of technology. But the truth is, I still have the same computer. I still have the same phone. Yep. I still have the same earbuds, everything. Perfect. Love it. Not changing it.
Yeah, working for you. For me, I needed to get an upgrade. I needed a little bit more power, and I gave up a little bit on the weight. So I've got a new laptop computer. It's a Lenovo slim 7. It's got higher RAM. It's much more powerful and much faster processor, and it really helping me to do the work that I need to do more quickly and more easily. And I got a new phone. I don't know if you remember, my last phone I got was a Google Pixel. Not super popular, but I'm going to tell you why you need one. The last one I had was a 30x zoom on the camera.
So that was an 8 Pro?
It was a 7
Pro.
XL. The 7 Pro XL was what I had before. I recently got the 10 Pro. It's actually a little bit smaller, and it has a 100 times zoom, a 100x zoom. And
you should put an example of the pictures up of a 100 zoom picture versus your whatever, and so that people can see what that means.
I'll put a little example up here so you can see the difference between the regular shot and the 100x, and love it. And it's also faster. It's got a 512 gig
Men and their technology.
of storage, and so I'm not going to run out of space as fast. And
but I think the point that you want to make is because your camera is so good, when we're filming right now on that camera, you don't feel the need to have to carry extra camera gear, which is what we said, I think, last year as well. Same thing. We don't see any need to have to carry extra. We do carry microphones, but we don't carry extra cameras.
Yeah. All right, so what you've been waiting for is the most important thing, I think, is our luggage, what we carry, and what we talked about in the beginning as being our carry-on bag, our only suitcase that carries everything that we own in it. Let's hear what we said last time, a year and a half ago.
Okay, so this is the Osprey Transporter 40, and I want you to show the wheels, honey.
Oh, the wheels.
The wheels
are the best
zoom,
part.
Zoom, zoom. Okay, so these wheels, the handle. I'm not a big fan of the handle. I wish the handle were different.
It's good.
It's good. I wish it were different.
It's good. Super durable. I like the zippers. Are really strong, really durable. I don't feel like there's any chance that they're going to break no matter how much I try to stuff in my bag.
And they've got it does have a lifetime warranty, so hopefully we never have to use it.
We'll put up here the dimensions of this bag because we've been tested more than once as we're about to get on the plane, with our carry-on bags, and the flight attendant says, "Oh, can you put that in there to make sure it fits in this little form thing?" And it absolutely
every time.
Absolutely fits every time.
We're hardly ever checking our bag ever.
Yeah.
Which saves us time, money, and all the other reasons that we mentioned before.
Right. And I prefer to carry my bag on with me. Other people might say, well, I just want to check it. And for me, this is everything I own in the world. I kind of want to keep it close. I want to keep my eye on it.
And here we are with the same bags. We love these bags. Now, one caveat. So my handle on my bag stopped telescoping, and it just became really hard. Like I really had, it was sticking, and I really. So I got a hold of Osprey. They were fantastic because we can't be without our bags. It's not like we can leave them and then 6 weeks later go on a vacation. Every night we need our bags. So we got a hold of Osprey. We said, hey, this is our situation. We travel full time. The handle's broken. You have this warranty. Would you send a bag to us before we return ours to you? And they're like, we'll get back to you. And they did. So when we arrived in San Diego, I had a new bag waiting for me. I swapped out my bags. I sent the old bag back to them. I did have to pay for return postage, so $20 or something, to return the bag back to them. But they replaced my bag 100%. It has a new design on the handle, and the zipper. The zipper is the same, but the closure is just a little bit different. Still love the bag. It is still fantastic. Yeah. We'll put a picture up of my new bag, and and Osprey honored 100% warranty, which I think, some people would say maybe I shouldn't have had to pay $20 to return it, but I thought that was a deal to get a brand new bag.
I love this bag. 3.5 years we've had this bag, and mine is doing just great. And then when I saw Chris's, the new version, the new and improved version, I was like, oh, I might need a new version too. But it does. The handle, it works much better.
Yeah.
And the zipper, the whole enclosure, it's just got a slightly different molded design. Yeah. It's just a little bit sleeker and a little bit nicer looking, I think. link.
And I don't remember if we talked about it on the video last time, but it's 2 wheels. We are not 4-wheel people. 4 wheels just means 2 more wheels are going to get broken.
Right.
These wheels are like the ATV Jeep version of wheels for suitcases. I mean, how many times do you walk in the airport and you see wheels, just laying around that are broken off the 4-wheeled bags?
Every time I have to, go upstairs or cobblestones or downstairs or curbs, anytime that there's any kind of obstruction in the way, and I just I know my wheels are going to be fine, and they make it so easy to move this bag.
Yeah, so again, we have the link down below. We get a little kickback on the link, but it doesn't change the price for you, or you might even get a discount on it. Anyway, help us out. Throw us a little bone by using our link below, if you would, please.
Yeah, so a year and a half ago, we talked about some things that we didn't need anymore, that we wanted to get rid of our bag.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna show you that a little bit about that, and then we'll show you if there's anything we don't need now.
Yeah, did we? So Steve's is green, mine's white, mine's very dirty. It also has armholes or thumb holes. So if I can make a little, a mitt out of it.
2 AA batteries. Put it on your tongue.
All right. How to be comfortable and how to save money as you travel.
We actually left it in our Airbnb. Our host was thrilled.
Yes. Don't you think it's cute?
That is high style.
It's high style. I crocheted it on the cruise ship prior to getting there, so I'd have a hat in Patagonia. And I'm going to keep this because it's functional, and I'll wear it elsewhere. COVID test. Do I really need to be carrying COVID test anymore?
I go dancing in these shoes. I go to fine dining in these shoes. The camera is amazing.
Don't I look younger and skinnier?
I think it's...
Okay. Well,
it's going away.
Okay, I have to admit, I did get rid of the COVID test. I dumped the COVID test. I still have my masks, though. I still have a couple masks. What about you? I still have my hedgehog.
Yeah, I continuously look through things in my bag. I think I might have another battery in my bag. I got rid of batteries the last time. I don't know. I'll have to look through again if a battery slipped in there. But yeah, it's something to just continuously go through and say, do I really need this? Is this just in case? And is the just in case just really not warranted?
You know what? I did get rid of, and we'll have to put a picture up because I don't have it with me at the moment. So I did have one of those plastic, you put your phone in it in a plastic waterproof bag. It's like a big Ziploc bag, and it had a strap around it or something. I never used it ever. So I threw that out, but I did replace it with this is thanks to our friend Chris Golick, who's at A Suitcase and a Smile. If you don't know her, follow her. She's on Facebook. She recommended replacing that type of thing with a larger waterproof container of some kind, whether it's a backpack or a strap bag or whatever. And so, and in there you can put your phone and your cameras and anything, all the waterproof things besides your phone. So the one I have is about that big and about that thick. It's bright pink, and it's strapped so that when we go to the beach now and we go snorkeling, we can put all of our valuables in there, and then I can wear that on my waist as a floaty on the back. Now, I'm not saying this is a life preserver at any. This is not replaced as a life jacket, but I can put it on my back and it floats. It's bright pink, so it helps with visibility when we're snorkeling. Right. So I don't have to leave stuff on the beach. I can put it in there. I can snorkel. We can safely and not worry about things left behind, go out and snorkel for as long as you want, and then come back and have our stuff with us.
Yeah. And this, again, it's super lightweight, super durable, and it's something that I think we're going to get a lot of use out of.
Yeah, and we got it in the Bahamas, actually, on some port stop somewhere in the Bahamas. So, but you can find you can find things like this on Amazon, but it's a nice replacement for the single use, narrow little thing just for your phone, because you always have more than, and then always have more things for your phone you want to keep waterproof, like your wallet and all those things, maybe a car key. If you have that, you can put it. We can now put it in our little rectangle, bring it with us when we snorkel, and then not worry about safety on the beach. Yeah, so that was a great pickup.
So the key is essentials, quality. If you don't need it, if it's kind of just in case, you can always buy it when you need it. And traveling light sets you free.
Set you free. Woo! Jonathan Livingston Seagull, set you free. Anyway, let us know what essentials you have that you absolutely cannot do without. What have you gotten rid of since you've started traveling? What have you added since you started traveling? How has your setup changed, or what is the weight of what you carry? Our total weight is...
I'm at about, my total weight, my suitcase is about 11K,
Yeah.
which is about 24 pounds.
Yeah.
I can get it down to 10K, which is a lot of airlines have that restriction.
Yeah. And then your backpack is whatever. You don't. Our backpacks don't get weighed, but our bags do. And when we're fat and overweight, we're like 11K, but we can get it down to 10K if we have to. So, and we put that extra K in our backpack. All right. See you next week.